the Press. I'm Emma Goodhart, and today I will be interviewing President John Adams.
Thanks for having me, Emma. It's great to be here.
Today we will be talking about Mr. Adams' presidency.
Please call me John.
Let's get started. So John, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I was born in Braintree, Massachusetts Bay Colony in 1735.
Did you get an education? If so, where?
Yes, I was a strong student. I attended Harvard College, then was a teacher for several years.
What did you do after teaching?
I began to study law with an attorney in Worcester. During the war, I was a delegate for Massachusetts on the Continental Congress. I also served as a diplomat in Europe and helped negotiate the Second Treaty of Paris, which helped finally end the Revolutionary War in America. During the time of 1789 to 1797, I served as the nation's first vice president alongside George Washington, the nation's first president.
It's amazing that you're such an important part of American history even before you became president.
Thank you.
1796 was different from previous elections, mostly because it was the first one that people could vote between different political parties. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
I won the election of 1796 with my runner-up competitor, Thomas Jefferson, becoming the vice president. My greatest competitor of my candidacy was Thomas Jefferson, the highly popular representative from the Democratic Republicans. But alongside Jefferson, a major competitor was Alexander Hamilton, as he attempted to rig the election to benefit one of my co-party competitors, William Pinckney. I won with 71 votes, only 3 more than Thomas Jefferson.
What do you think makes you a good candidate for the job of presidency?
With my previous experience in the American political system, I was able to fit easily into the role of vice president and later into the role of the second American president.
That's good, but there were definitely some issues going on in the White House. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, well, one of the major issues I faced was impressment.
For those watching at home, impressment is when sailors were captured and they were forced to work for other countries' naval services. I believe this was happening because England decided to join the coalition against France and the United States decided to go neutral, right?
Yes, the US was a neutral country. This then led to the XYZ affair, in which many European countries allied themselves against France. While the US was a neutral territory, their alliance with Britain, called Jay's Treaty, caused France to view US as a new enemy. I sent 3 commissioners in order to come to an agreement with France. However, the Prime Minister, Charles Maurice de Talleyrand, refused to officially receive them. Then he commanded for a $250,000 bribe for him personally and $10 million loan for France. If not given, he refused to begin peace negotiations.
That's terrible.
That's not all I created. The Alien and Sedition Acts, in precaution to France's threat after the XYZ affair. These acts were created to keep America safe. The Alien Act allowed me to remove any foreign person from America. In addition, the naturalization period was extended to 14 years. The Sedition Act made it illegal to publish anything negative about the government.
That sounds like it would cause a lot of problems.
It did. The Federalists and Anti-Federalists were at each other's throats.
Now we will bring in an Anti-Federalist and a Federalist to hear their opinion on the issue. First, we have Federalist Nyla here to talk with us about her views on the Alien and Sedition Acts.
I believe in a strong central government governed by the elite. I think that the U.S. economy should be based on international trade. I also believe in implied power. For the Alien and Sedition Acts, I believe that freedom of speech must be balanced with an individual's responsibility for false statements. These acts are good for our country.
And now we have our Anti-Federalist, Kate.
I believe in a weak central government with a strong and powerful state governments. I think the U.S. economy should be mainly agricultural and have no international trade, therefore have no ties while we're in progress as a country. I also believe in enumerated power. We believe that the Sedition and Alien Acts violate the First Amendment to the Constitution, which protects freedom of speech and freedom of the press.
Haha, that's a stupid way of thinking.
Excuse me?
Yeah, Adams is our president, and we should listen to him. There's a reason we voted him into office.
What if he's wrong? People are wrong sometimes. Human error.
But we have to deal with that. We should put our faith in the people who we voted for. It's not fair to go back to what we agreed on.
You're so annoying. Oh my god.
How dare you?
Okay, back to you, Mr. Adams.
So I was saying, I created these acts to protect us against France, but unfortunately a 2-year war followed following these events.
Ah, yes, the quasi-war. It was never officially declared a war, though.
No, it wasn't, and it occurred mostly at sea. France would try to capture our ships to keep us from trading with Britain.